Hi, my name is Kelly. Now I'll present about my programming project. This game is called the Dungeon Avenger game. It's a text-based horror adventure designed to immerse player in a dark and mystery dungeon, which filled with monsters and unknown items. This project aims to demonstrate the application of various programming concepts and design patterns, providing an engaging game experience to the player. The game incorporates object-oriented programming principle, composite data structure, abstract data type, and design patterns to create an immersive game experience. The primary objective of this game is to find the exit chamber while managing health, resource, and combat encounters. The game also integrates some horror elements like horror background music to enhance the atmosphere, random monster encounter, and combat with monster, management of health. Otherwise, the player will lose the game. This adding a sense of urgency, tensions, and challenges. This all make the game both thrilling and engaging. When we run the program, a welcome message will show on the screen as there is an installation function called in the main program. Besides, initialized I had initialized some room properties like enter hole is safe and the exit chamber is exit room using hash table concept in this game. Object-oriented programming principles such as inheritance, derived classes, and polymorphism are applied in the player, item, monster, and the entity class in this game. The derived classes such as player, monster, and item are inherited from the entity class. They all have a common attributes and behaviors. The derived classes will override their own inheritance function when they meet some scenarios in this game. This is the welcome message to the player when the player is in the game, and it will show the instruction as in the dungeon. The player needs to explore through 11 infinity rooms, and each room may contain monster or item. They need to battle monster to survive. They can run, but monster might catch them back. And the player can collect items to help their journey. The last instruction also show the game objective to the player. And here's also instructions to show the player what the player needs to do. They need to enter the number to select their choice, and they can save the progress to help them to play the game. Now let us start the game. After we press enter and start the game here's the part which applies singly linked list and queue concept to show a struct instruction that tell the player the game is start and the player is now enter hole, and they need to choose a direction to go to to go and survive to find the exit during the game. Here is the game menu to let the player to choose their option. They can move to the next room, display out their states, show action history, display movement history, and also display all the rooms. Besides, they can save their game progress and also log their game progress. In this single-player text-based adventure game, the player needs to navigate through a series of interconnect rooms within a dungeon. So the player needs to enter number 1 to move to the next room. Besides, the player can choose to display out all the rooms they have in the dungeon. Let us display out all the room first. After we press 5, it will show the room list to show all the rooms that have in the dungeon. And the player needs to move to the next room. They need to press 1 and choose the direction. Tree and interactive concept are involved in these two parts as it allows player to navigate between the room. Now let us move in dark corridor. Now let us move to the left. Each room may host items or monsters that player must interact with. So now we can see this room have the item the player needs to interact with. The player can choose to use the item or leave the item in the room, which the item can do some effect to the players. We can use the item, then it will show the effect of the item is applied and it brings some benefits to the players. Here is the new defense of the players. Now we can display out to see the player state. The player's health is 100, attack power is 10, and the defense is 15 now, same as the new defense. Now let us move to the next room. We can leave it. It will have no. We can leave it in the room, and now we need to move to the next room. 1. We use it, and it will increase the defense again. Now let us see the player state. It will also increase in here and update here. Move to the next room. Cleaning power. Nothing in the room now. Underground raid. Here is when the player in the room which has monster, they can choose to attack or run away from the monster. But it will be a possibility fail to run away from the monster. Now let us attack the monster now. The action that taken before of the player, it will show in the action history. Here's the first one. The player demonstrated, then enter the entry hole until now. Not only that, the movement history can also display out by enter number 4. Now let us choose the display movement history. So now we can see there is a list of movement history of the player. The concept applied here is doubly linked list, as it allows the insertion and deletion of the elements at both ends of the list. The movement history here show the room that the player has passed and the last concept that we involved in this game is memento patterns, which allow the players to save and log the game progress when they need it. Now let us see the player state first. Our health is 78 and the attack powers is 10, defense is 25. Now save the game. When the game is saved, it will show the game progress is saved successfully. Next, let us test the log progress function of the game. Press 7 to log the game. So here will display our game progress loaded successfully. As we can see, the player state is 78 health, attack power is 10, defense is 25. It's same as just now what we saved. And the action history will also display out. As we can see, the action and player state is correct and same as the game progress we have saved just now. This means the log function is worked correctly. Let us play the game again to find the exit camera. Okay, now we can see there is a selection for enter exit camera. When the player reach the exit camera, it will show the congratulation message to the player. Tell the player that they have successfully escaped the dungeon. This is about my programming project. Thank you.